Hello, my name is Professor John Benjamin. This is Game Design at West Virginia Wesleyan College, and this is Blender, and this is the second part in this series of tutorials. So last time we created this awesome hatchet, and now we're going to add some raster images, some textures. Okay, so I provided for you two images that I downloaded from Pexels, and you can use those or download those from Canvas. All right, but the first thing we're going to do is, well, we're going to switch our workspace, I should say, to the UV editing workspace. So here we have our hatchet, and then here we have our UV editing. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to hit A, make sure we're over here in editing mode, hit A to select everything. And an interesting thing happens here. So these are all the surfaces that are here, all kind of flattened out. What all the video game players like Unreal Engine or Unity want is one raster image, not a bunch of raster images all over the different places, but just one. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do this really simply. I've got the wood image here, and then I'm going to go ahead and open up this, this metal image. See here, I'm going to drag it in here. I'm in Photoshop, and I'm just going to hit return, and I'm just going to split it in two. So half of it's the metal, and half of it's like wood grain. All right, so let's go ahead and save that. So Control-Shift-Save. Or just file save, save as. And I want to I'm going to call it wood metal, and I want to save it as a PNG. All right, and there it is. Okay, so then back in Blender, I'm going to go ahead and import this image texture. I'm going to say open, and I got this wood metal PNG here, and there it is. It's sort of split up. Okay, and then here, it's important that you have surfaces selected. All right, so now here I've got to hit A, surface is selected. I'm going to left click, and I want to UV unwrap faces, smart UV project. And I'm going to say OK. All right, so this is an interesting thing that happens. So again, it kind of breaks it down into their actual shapes, and it lays them out over this image. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of arrange them so they fit metal where metal should be and wood where wood should be. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to make sure I select this one here. This is UV selection mode. So we want to select the whole object. You can select each of the faces in here, but I want to select the whole object. So I'm going to select this, and I'm just going to hit G and move it over here. And these I want to put on the wood. So G, let's put that there. That's part of the handle. And here's the axe face. And this part too. Now an interesting thing happens. So over here, if I switch now to rendered view, you can see that all those surfaces are on there. Now if I want to adjust them, I just hit A again, and let's say for instance the hatchet part, there we go. You can see how the texture is moving around there, and you can kind of position it just how you want to. Same thing with the wood. So if I selected this and I hit G, I guess it's the other side. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. You can second reposition the wood to line it up just the way I want. All right, and there we have a hatchet with textures, some basic textures, and we'll go into some more detailed in future tutorials. But now it's ready to export and use in Unreal Engine. So let's go ahead and just hit save. And we can go back to out of UV mode to layout mode and change this here so we can see it. And you're just going to say File and Export. And FBX, so that's the file that Unreal Engine likes, it prefers, FBX. Let's go ahead and select that. All of these should be set up. Just find a good place for it and give it a good name. I'm going to just say axe with texture. Okay, and just say export, FBX. All right, and then open up Unreal. Okay, so here we are in Unreal. I'm just going to simply go to that folder where I exported that, and it was axe with texture. I'm going to drag that down into my content browser and just say import all. All right, skip that. And there you can see here is my wood metal texture, and here is my axe with it applied. So I can just drag that in there. Of course, the dimensions are a little off, but there it is. It's my fully textured object or actor that's ready to be animated or integrate into my video game. right, well, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.